that what you do in the booth is
Mm-hmm.
inadequate, unless you're a goat. Now, if you're a goat, you shouldn't be in there in the first place. But if you're singing like a goat, you shouldn't be in there in the first place. But if you know your gift and talent and you're in the booth, chances are they know your gift and talent too. So
Yeah.
stand your ground. I wish I would have, stood my ground a lot on stuff. When I look back, I just be like, I stood my ground for the most part, but I should have really been like, no, I'm not getting ready to do that. That's dumb. I was very accommodating at a very young age. That's how I was raised. So that's what I look back on. When I think about that album, I think about those moments. I am proud of myself, that I've written these
Mm-hmm.
many records and put out these many records. But yeah, there were a lot. That was the biggest lesson, probably looking back, that I should have really stood my ground on a lot of stuff. I mean, it made me better, but it also spoke to my character at that age.
So basically, like the saying goes, I heard a saying, people say like, "Don't dim your lights." Basically, that kind of saying.
Well, no, just like trust your mind. Like,
Mm-hmm.
if somebody was to call you and say, Priscilla, I ain't like that interview you did. I didn't like the way you was asking the questions. Now, let's say it's your family member. Let's say it's somebody
Mm-hmm.
that's really close to you, or somebody or a mentor that you've been talking with in terms of interviewing, right? So
Right.
let's say you trust what they say, but
Mm-hmm.
something in your spirit be like, that's not true, or that's the way that I like to ask questions because that's my style that I'm trying to create. You see what I'm saying? Like, only
Yes, I
you
do.
know what you trying to do. Other people don't know that from the outside looking in. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
they'll try to curtail you and curate you if you let them.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if you're new to something or just getting started out, they'll try to curtail you and curate you like you don't know what you're doing. But you
Right.
don't know. I get direct downloads from the Lord. You don't know what God told me to do. You see what I'm saying? So I
Yes.
just wish I would have trusted me, even though I was young. There were things that I really should have just said, no, I'm doing this.
Right. And no, but like I get what you're saying because it's funny that you say that because that has happened to me. After all the interviews I've done, I remember I had Glenn Jones on the last month, and there was a woman who made a comment, and I think we are doing a test run, and she was being so hateful, was being dirty. I don't like the way it looks, and she's too stupid. This and that. What the heck? She has that stupid question. So being who I am, and I'm Kansas. I snap quick, and I wrote a reply. I'm like, did I ask for your comments? And then people were like, don't make a comment, don't say anything. So I just went on and, deleted it and got rid of her and everything. I'm like, but then I had to learn, you know what? She's the first, but she won't be the last. I can't please everyone, so therefore I had to
Yeah.
learn that for myself. So you just take that the way it is. But if I know I wasn't, but I know who I am. I know how the way I ask questions and everything because I learned there be different. Don't be like everybody else. That's why I do my interviews the way I do them. I don't want to be like everybody else. I'm not an Oprah or Wendy or Tamara Hall. I'm Priscilla Watley. So I'm gonna do it the way
Mhm.
I'm gonna do it. So if you like
Right.
it, cool. You don't, kick rocks. Like at the end of the day.
That's what I'm
So
saying. But and that's good that you have that. You gotta have that. And it's tough because the people gonna talk, they gonna talk junk early on too. But it's
that's
good,
right.
especially nowadays, because we ain't had no internet. So they just say crazy stuff to your face, you know.
Right.
But we can block people and be like, oh no, you ain't talking about nothing. Peace out, and delete and block people. But
Right.
either way, you gotta believe in yourself. You got to. It's very,
True.
very important, especially as a woman in this
True.
industry.
Right. So what would you say was which album did you find was your most important album that you find that was most important? And would you say all of them were to you?
Chapter 3 was probably the most important album because it was the album that was supposed to be the turning point of my career. It was coming off of the heels of All Falls Down, and it
Mm-hmm.
should have been much bigger than it was, to just
Mm-hmm.
speak frankly. I sang on the Apollo, and tore the Apollo up with another relationship off that album, and I went on a
Mm-hmm.
tour, a play with, but this wasn't no ordinary play. This play was with starring Brian McKnight, It was Michael John White in it, like huge movie stars. Carmelina White was in it. Wendy Raquel Robinson was in it. Carl Payne was in it. You know, Carl Payne coming off of the heels of Martin. Like, there were big
Mm-hmm.
stars in this play. It was called Cheaters. And in that play, I was singing Another Relationship every night. So
Mm-hmm.
technically speaking, I was pushing that record. And my label at the time did nothing to facilitate that. So they literally dropped the ball with that album, literally dropped the ball. But that was the most important album, I'd say, um, in terms of chapters, you know.
So that's what's up. Like, not that you was in a play and everything. Have you thought about doing more plays and everything? Have you thought about doing more?
No, I don't like plays. I don't like them unless they're on
All that
Broadway.
singing.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah. No,
all
I
that
just
singing.
they it's not the singing. Because I love to act. It's
Right.
sometimes this little circuit be ghetto. And when it's ghetto, um they don't do the money right and it be stupid. So I don't have time for that because
Right.
I choke somebody and I don't play about my money. And sometimes though there are some really good play promoters like Jacarius Johnson, David E. Talbert. Like there are
Mm-hmm.
some very good play promoters out here, but most of them are not. And I'm not interested. Unless you call me and say do Broadway, I'm not interested.
Right, right. I feel you on now. Speaking of all falls down, you girl, I
Okay.
told you you can tell a story. You the way you be telling your stories, you like when I heard you tell a story about that promoter and you see hey, you see the roach, and I'm like, what in the world? But the way you tell a story, you can really tell a story. You be having people cracking up like it's just nobody's business. That's and so all falls down was a song you worked with Kanye West. And girl, that's my song, and you are now on this you're on his new album called Donda, on a track called Donda Chant. How does this current experience with Kanye West differ from your previous musical collaboration with him?
Well, one, I'm not singing, so that's number one. Um,
Yeah, I heard the
that's the
chant. It was
biggest
I was
difference.
like,
Um, but I'll tell you, it's really, really cool.
mhm,
Um, that for many years we could be apart, and we don't talk. We don't talk every day. We don't talk all the time, and through all his
right,
foolishness and ups and downs and good and bad things he does, and all the things that I'm doing, ups and downs, and you know we could still, he could still call me, and we could still, it's just like picking right up from where we left off.
mhm,
So that's
mhm,
really cool. Number two, I met his mother. I
mhm,
She was very kind, old school black mama. She was very proud of him, and she was so sweet, and she used to speak such beautiful things. She used to say such nice things to me all the time, about my gift and my talent. Um,
mhm,
just very motherly, very motherly. And that's what I remember her as. Even though she was this prolific speaker and amazing teacher and, professor and stuff like that. I just knew of her as Mama Kanye's mama.
right,
So fast forward to now where him and I are in the studio. Um, and I don't know if you heard the story about how it came about. He was talking about how he want the album to be healing, because he had a lot
mhm,
of writers from Chicago come down, and we were just all talking, just trying to make this a great album. He just really wanted to make it a great album, and he was just talking about like I want a healing component to it, and just talking about different things he wanted the album to be. And so I was like, well, um, your mom's name, the consonant of it, Donda, that sounds like a meditative, you know, word. Like if you say
mhm,
it over and over again, Donda, Donda, Donda. It's like, how when you chant, if you think of Tina Turner, Namio Renge, Kyo Namio Renge, it's
right,
consonants. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, well, if you say it over and over again, Donda, 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 I said, it's like meditative. And so he was like, man, can you lay that down? And so I was like, okay. So what you hear on the album was my one take. Um, Now I sang a whole nother song. Okay, I sang a whole
Mm-hmm.
nother song, but that's not what he wanted. He has that right. That's his album. Is his creative concept, and he has that right. Had he not picked anything that I did, he has that right to not choose what he does not want on his album. Um, but where I felt, I know Kanye bananas. He done did a lot of stuff that's been crazy. But you have a friend and then they talk crazy and you be like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, you don't just stop being a friend. You just be like, man, they
Mm-hmm.
tripping. They be tripping.
Right.
So
Yeah, I feel you, girl. You ain't gotta tell me.
um
Shoot.
you be tripping. And then mostly everybody know Kanye be tripping. So that's like easy.
Mm-hmm.
But I do know that he misses his mother. And to
Mm-hmm.
use me as the opener of his album,
Mm-hmm.
it almost brought me to tears. Cause it's like, man, you could have had anybody say that. You could have had one of your daughters. You could have had Kim say it. You could have had an
Mm-hmm.
aunt. You know, you could have had anybody say it, but you chose me to represent your mother. Like you put pictures of your mother, memories of you and your mother to that chant. So that to me was an honor. And for anybody that would think that I'm good enough to say and open up their album with their mother's name, the woman that they missed the most, that they named the album
Mm-hmm.
after, that's
Mm-hmm.
that's a big deal. That's a big compliment. So, everything isn't always what it seems. Sometimes I'm a talk show host. I
Right.
talk for a living too. So, uh, my voice is my voice, whatever it is. So I think it almost like made me emotional when I heard it. I was like, man, this is crazy. Like he misses his mama, and to the fact that I could help in some way soothe whatever pain that is. I'm assuming.
Mm-hmm.
I guess putting an album out is therapeutic. So to be a part of a therapeutic project is a blessing, because that's what God made us for service. So in that instance, I'm serving. So yeah, you know,
That's what's up. Because I heard it, and it was like Donda, and I was sitting here like different, very different,
it's
and
weird.
okay,
It's weird.
it's weird, different. It was like, you
Keep
could
it
tell
real. It's
she's
weird.
okay. Okay, women, keep it real. You want my honest opinion? Because girl, I'm gonna give you my opinion. I was just like,
Go on,
she
it's
used it.
weird.
She's going, and you're right. Okay, okay, girl. It was weird. It was a woo. It was just
Yeah, it
like,
was weird. It was
eh.
Candyman. It was Emily Rose. But when you see it, so what happened was people was calling me because I didn't even know that he picked it, and they was like, "Girl, is
Uh-huh,
that you?" People that was going to the album releases. I didn't get to go to
uh-huh.
the ones here in Georgia because I came into contact with somebody that had COVID, so I didn't want to go. I didn't go to the one in
Right.
Chicago because I don't live there. But people were like, "Oh my God, it was colossal," because the way he put it with the pictures of his
Mm-hmm.
mother. So for the people that were there, it made sense for them. But for people that just heard it on the album, they was like,
Mm-hmm.
wait a minute, I gotta go get my rosaries. I gotta go get my blessed oil. I gotta go get.
Right.
So I tried to explain
Right.
to them, because Jesus is my homeboy. So you got me messed up if you think I'm anywhere near Satan. Okay, then if nothing else is on there.
Right.
But yeah, so it was weird the way it sound. I ain't gonna lie, it was weird. But when you start to understand the full concept of what it is, it's like, wow, this man, like, this is dope. First of all, it's creative, it's dope. Who's done it?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know nobody who's done it. So,
Me neither. Right. It's funny because my coworkers and we heard it. We listened to it last week. I'm like, y'all, listen, Selena's on this song with Kanye West called Done the Chant. So I played it. My coworkers and we in the break room, we all look at each other. Donda, done. I'm like, no, wait, listen, y'all. She about to take a breath. What? She gonna be
it's gonna
Donda,
be a
done.
song.
I'm like, no, she's not
It's gonna be
done.
a beat.
Yeah, it's like she like this, Donda,
See,
Donda, Donda. We all just bust out laughing. I said, "Ain't this about a but? What did I just listen to?" Because I heard it the night
ain't that something?
before, and I'm like sitting here. I heard it one time. That's all it took. I took one time, and I said, "That's 53 seconds of my life. I can never." I mean, hush. So I was sitting there just laughing, and I was like, "What is this?" Okay, woo, dare to be different. I get you, Kanye, but Syleena, okay, girl, I say you, girl, do your thing. Woo, woo, that's
Let me tell you something.
hilarious. But
But
you ain't got to
I
take it.
guess people that have never, I don't know if you've had a mother or father pass away, but I guess people who've had parents die, and
Mm-hmm.
especially in front of the whole mother died in front of the whole
Mm-hmm.
world, and then he had to
Right.
mourn that in front of the whole world, and not
Mm-hmm.
really knowing how to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
There have been tons of artists who have gone through that as well. Maybe they've come through a bit more gracefully. I guess we don't know, because we don't really know the state of people's minds.
That's
But
true.
I remember when I saw when Kanye was on that, when he was running for president, yeah, he was down to the to the campaign, and he
Give
was
me two.
crying. He was crying and like walking back and forth and pacing and talking about the absence of his father.
Mm-hmm.
Um, when I looked at him, I saw a million black men. I saw our
Mm-hmm.
black men that don't have guidance of a father. Maybe if he
Mm-hmm.
had guidance of a father, he'd have been able to deal with the mama, passing.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Maybe, I don't know. But we don't know what people be going through and how they get through. And as artists, this is what we do. We utilize our gifts to express ourselves. And I don't expect people that don't have that artistry to understand
Mm-hmm.
every single thing. They don't have
Mm-hmm.
to understand every single thing, but it is important that he's able to utilize his music, to
Mm-hmm.
get him through certain stuff. Just like, you just had the album that was gospel right before that. You know what I'm saying? That was kind of
Mm-hmm.
sort of, I don't even know if you call it gospel. So that's how he felt about the Lord. Then you had Jesus Walks was the very first record that he had,
Yep.
that was about God, um, on College Dropout.
Right.
If you think about it, this man had thousands of people in audiences all over the world going singing Jesus walk.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, he
Exactly.
had all these people asking God to walk with them. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, if you think about it, it could have been atheists in the audience like Jesus walk with me
Hi.
and
But
not even
me.
knowing it.
Yep.
Jesus walk. So at the end of the day, you know, you just have to let artists do their thing sometimes. Just let them do some stuff. Don't be everything ain't for the public. Some stuff
And
be for
show
them.
girl. Whew.
Don't be for us.
I know, right? I know, right? You just we get it. You guys make songs for you. You guys make songs for people like my young self, and I had to be like, what? And they want me to buy this, and I had to be like, okay.
Well, girl,
Syleena
back
wants
in
me
the
to
day
buy
when
this.
we was little, let me tell you what we used to do when we was little. Because we used to think
What
the
you do?
devil was in everything. So this back in my day, we had record players, right? So
Uh
now
huh.
Prince is one of my favorite artists in the world, but we would put Prince
Okay.
album out
Uh
and
huh.
run it backwards because we was trying to hear if it was some devil talking in the record. So we would go real slow on the record player just to see if it was gonna be devil talk. And then remember when Tupac died, we was down
Uh
to the
huh.
Machiavelli album, playing it over and over again. Because in the beginning, if you listen to the very beginning of the Machiavelli album, it say Suge
Mm-hmm.
shot me. So we was
Oh,
convinced that
really?
Suge Knight shot him because in the beginning of Machiavelli. You see what I'm saying? So y'all ain't doing y'all youngsters ain't doing y'all research enough. Y'all got to play these albums backwards. Y'all got to, y'all
Right.
got to y'all
Run
got
it
to get your
back. Run
vinyl
it
and play
back.
it backwards.
She saw what happened. We had a record player back that girl. We had CDs,
A
so
record
back
player,
that's what I grew up
33
off.
inch. Okay.
We had
33 and
I
a
had CDs,
45.
so so I grew up. I'm a '90s baby, so in the 2000s, so we had CDs where you had like 13 songs on an album, so you would have to put it in the CD player, stop,
Mhm.
rewind it back a little bit, and then listen, like really listen to what someone
Right,
was
right,
saying.
right.
Girl, that's I can go on. Now, you know, we got iTunes where I can go buy your song, which I did the other day. Oh, $1.29. Bam. Oh, I
Yes.
just contributed her $1.29. That's what I said.
Okay.
So yeah, I just made a contribution to your song. So
Okay.
hey, there you go. Then I ain't gotta worry about no CD no more. You just got iTunes. Boom, the song. Boom, there I go. I got it. Hey.
It's a good
So
time. I have a good time with that.
I, yeah, okay. So listen, when you are out on tour, when you're on tour, how do you decide which song goes first for your set?
Um, it depends on what kind of tour you're on, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And most of the time I let my MD, my music director, kind of help determine what that is. It just depends
Mm-hmm.
on what kind of, like, let's say you're on if you're in a tour where it's like 5, 6 thousand, 5 to 8 thousand seaters, you need a high
Right.
energy record to come out to, right? If you're
Mm-hmm. Yes.
you're doing I don't know, city winery tour where it's only 300, 400 people, then
Mm-hmm.
you could come out, you could do visuals, you could come out with something dreamily, you could come out, you could come out any kind of way you want, really, because of the audience
Right.
being so into. Um,
Uh-huh.
so yeah, it just depends on the venue, and I sit down with my MD and we kind of discuss what we want to do. Also like um demographics. If it's a young crowd, like if it's like a radio show, 9 times out of 10 it's gonna be a young crowd, like like a expo or something like that. You got to come out high energy. You know what I'm saying? So it just depends on the crowd.
You to sit here and do a set. There's times you can be like, okay, hey, I got this. Boom, this is easy. Oh, no, it's not gonna be easy for tonight. Is it ever easy for you when you do your set list?
No, child. But the good news is once you do it, it's set.
Mm-hmm.
So like
Oh, really?
now you could just be like, okay, so like if I say it's a band show, once I put that show together,
Uh-huh.
that's the band show. If I say this a track show, once we put it
Uh-huh.
together, that's it. But it's hard to put it together. You might add a few
Oh,
songs here and
really?
there depending on what city you're in, but it's
Mm-hmm.
difficult.
Well, like I was watching your performance the other day. You was in the all white outfit, beautiful as God knows what. And this was like my first time really seeing you in a performance, and I was intrigued. You was, and of course, shouting out the fraternities and sororities and everything, and you was really into. I was like, oh my God, like hey, that's what I'm talking about. I was jamming. I was really into it. I'm sitting there thinking like, how did she even decide her set list? How do you just because of the crowd, or you just say no? I'm gonna sit here and do it different each time.
It just depends on like the venue and again, like if most of the time people that's gonna be there gonna be Greek. It's going to be a lot of
Mm-hmm.
national panel and councils in the audience, because it's black people.
Mm-hmm.
They gotta have jobs. They done bought a $65, $75 ticket. So it's going to be couples. So
Uh-huh.
if they got jobs, they probably went to college. Okay, so which means they probably part of the NPHC. Okay, and then my sorors coming in the doors. They coming in already turning up.
Right.
So
Right.
I know at least they in the house. But
Mm-hmm.
just little things that you can utilize. You don't always have to do that. If you're on a college campus, obviously you're gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? If you're doing a
Exactly.
college tour, or HBCU tour, or homecoming, something like that. So it just really
Mm-hmm.
depends on the venue, the crowd.
Okay. So, what inspired you to get into bodybuilding and being a yoga instructor?
Oh, well, I was a three-sport athlete in grammar school and well, from grammar school all the way up through high school. So fitness and
Uh-huh.
health and wellness and things like that. My sister's a nurse as well. Um, has always been a passion of mine. I always wanted to compete. When I was training for chapter 3, I got really, really, really lean and I wanted to compete, but I just never had time. So at 42 years old, I was like, you know what? But I was training to be I mean I got my yoga instructor
Uh-huh.
certification in 2016, just simply
Uh-huh.
because I absolutely loved it and wanted to teach it,
Uh-huh.
and just wanted to. I have a company called Shealing Health and Wellness that I'm still. that is still under construction that I'm gonna relaunch. So I just wanted to have all these things up under my belt. I have a BS in nutrition science. When I help women to lose weight, because it is a passion of mine, and I've helped a lot of
Mm-hmm.
women on the low. I have a digital workout on my website, SylenaMusic.com, called Mommy's Got Soul, and it comes with a meal plan. I've helped a lot of women lose a lot of weight on the low. When I really start to go public with it, I want to have these things under my belt. I don't want to just be
Mm-hmm.
an artist running around here telling somebody how to lose weight. Not only am I an artist, I've also gone up and down in weight 50,000 times. Now I'm getting off quarantine weight. So I've gone
Right.
up and down, up and down. So I not only do I know what I'm talking about, but I've lived it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a Black woman who has gone through it. So I know what it's like. I'm not this, naturally skinny girl who, eats bagels every day and stays skinny. That's not I'm like everybody else. I want to turn up and eat, and then it's like, oh man, okay, I gotta lose weight. I gotta do the. I know about stress and what Black women go through and how that hurts us. Most Black women are not even eating a lot, and that's why they're
Right.
gaining weight, because they're not eating enough. So a lot of
Mm-hmm.
Black women run around like, I don't know why I'm gaining weight, and they're not. I'm eating little. I'm not eating a lot. I cut out liquor. And it has nothing to do with that. So I want to help to educate our people, us, especially Black women, about our bodies, and not just being about eating a lot, because it's not that.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just that. Sometimes that ain't it. But that's the first thing people will think when they see a woman who's full figure. They think, oh, she eat too much. That's not even the case. She could be overworked, overstressed, be a lot of stuff that's hormonal, thyroid issues, could be a lot of things that are hurting her ability to drop weight faster or as efficiently as everyone else. So,
That's
you
true.
know, that's my plight. So, but I didn't want to just be an R&B artist just because I lost weight. Now I'm qualified to tell other people. No, I have a BS in nutrition science, and I'm a certified hot yoga instructor. I was also a certified
Mm-hmm.
nutritionist at one point, but I let my um what's go because I didn't feel like keeping it up. Certification. I just so yeah.
You could definitely with that, like, you mind helping me? Because I mean, I work 4 days a week, but still, like, the job I had, girl, you wouldn't believe. But I work 12-hour shifts. But the thing is, though, it's
A
not.
lot.
And before, yeah, exactly. So before COVID, yeah, I was working out when the new year hit, like in January. Then I was like, okay, whatever. But I ain't worked out in a hot minute. People be think I be playing. Like, I got these Shanti videos, so that's what I work out
Oh,
to.
let me
Mother,
tell you
I
something.
be
That
like,
T25 ain't no joke. That T25 ain't no joke. So don't
right?
sleep. If you did that T25 every day, you'll turn around, you be 3 pounds. That T25 ain't no joke. My
I
husband be
know,
doing
and
T25. My sister do it too. They be dying. But none of
yes.
that,
So
you can work out all you want. If you don't eat the right things, so
right.
what you're wasting your time.
Yeah, you don't want to hear what yeah, I ain't, yeah, I'm just a hot mess. I'm gonna just say it like that. I'm just all kinds of hot
It's
mess. That's
cool.
all I can say.
It's
I'm
it's
young, but
not.
still, like,
It ain't easy for nobody. Let me tell you something.
right.
It's hard for anybody, and it's hard for a lot of these fitness enthusiasts that you see. You see their bodies looking all great. They ain't always look. Some of them ain't always look like that. They worked hard to get
That's
that way.
true.
You know what I'm saying? You just
Right.
didn't see that part. So and what they struggle with and how hard it is for them to keep it off and all kind of stuff. So you first thing you gotta do is just not be hard on yourself. Don't be hard on yourself and just take baby steps. Okay, today I'm gonna cut this out. Today I'm gonna dedicate, this week, win the day. I'm gonna work out, I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
walk 3 times a week. I'm gonna try that for this week. If
Mm-hmm.
that work, I'm gonna increase it to 4. If that work, baby steps. We put two, especially Black women, because we have no patience. So we be on small. I need to be 30 pounds lighter by next week. So I'm gonna run on the treadmill, wear waist trainers, detox tea, and
girl,
starve.
girl.
Be ready.
Girl, I'm not gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. Okay, so I do have in my closet a waist trainer, but here's I don't use it like that. But girl, what really kills me is basically when I be on social media, Facebook, they be sitting there putting the stuff on their body. Say, watch me, okay? I'm about to put on this waist trainer. You know, I'm about to do it like this, and I'll be like, yeah, come on. I want to see you do this every freaking day, not once every 3 months. So I'm like, I gotta see the results. That's what I'm trying to see. But them waist trainers, girl, I got one myself, but I don't use it though.
Well, waist
But
trainer
I
is the
don't use it.
bomb if you're gonna work out with it. You get what I'm saying? Okay, the waist trainer is to help create heat in your midsection, to create heat
uh,
throughout the rest of your body, to
mm-hmm,
eventually, you know, theoretically increase your
mm-hmm,
metabolism. Help the body to get hot and burn, burn fat. But it
right.
doesn't make your waist smaller just by wearing it every day. You have to eat right and work out.
Mm-hmm.
It will help facilitate in that instance, but you have to eat right and work out. You can't just put it on and be like, I'm skinny. That ain't how it works. Detox tea either. Detox tea is just gonna make you poop, go to the bathroom, you're gonna eat, it's gonna be right back. It doesn't stop, unless you're gonna do a full out cleanse, like a 20,
Uh,
30 day, something like that. Then you could turn up. But basically, if you're gonna put the food back in your body, you wasted your time.
mm-hmm. Oh, thanks for letting me know. Well, I know just who to come to right now. Like you could be like, Priscilla, no, don't do that. That ain't gonna work, Priscilla. Like, don't do that. But what
I
about
mean,
no,
I didn't
Priscilla? You
like
can't do that.
I didn't have so many people lose. I helped my mother-in-law lose 50 pounds. I helped my cousin lose 40 pounds. Just it's very simple stuff. It's really just about making up your mind. It's very, very difficult to just make up your mind.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Oh, girl,
hey,
it's
now I
getting late.
know.
It's six
Thank you.
o'clock. Okay, let's focus. We done went out into diets and everything. Okay,
I know you like to talk, and I like to talk too. So
I
we
know
gonna
this
raise
is
the record.
terrible. Yeah. Okay, focus.
No, but I'm getting good advice from you. You were on Sister Circle, now you're on Cocktails with Queens, working on both shows. Do you find it to be a flip side of who you are as an artist? Being a host of these shows, what has it taught you basically?
Um, you didn't really taught me nothing. I ain't gonna even lie to you. I haven't been taught anything. I've just I've always been this way. You know what I'm saying? So now it's just on
Mm-hmm.
some old, oh, good. I don't have to just sing what I'm saying. Now I can just talk. Now I can just say what I've been saying in these records without singing it. You know, I've been saying the same stuff for
Right.
years. I just been singing it. Cocktails with the Queens is different from Sister Circle because I get to curse. That's all. Same concept,
Girl, there you
but
go.
curse words. Hmm.
There you go. There you go. Listen,
And I get
I
to
have
sit at
noticed.
home and have pajama bottoms on. That's another
Yeah,
difference.
yeah, no one can see. We can only see you top level, so we really can't see you bottom level. Just how I'm sitting right here. Can don't nobody know what I'm like? Damn, like they don't see me right here, and that's
Yeah.
it. That's about as much they get to
Hmm.
see. So listen, I have noticed your shoe game is always on point when you wear heels and everything. Have you ever? Would you ever consider starting Syleena Johnson high heel collection?
No, I do love shoes though, but I do not want a shoe company. I would just prefer to buy other people's shoes. I would just prefer to buy them. I'm not interested in designing them. I just
Uh,
like wearing them. That's all.
There is one pair of shoes that I love. I think the feature going to come up because I was going to ask you about them. It's a pair, not this pair. It's wearing you in the leopard doe pair of Ron's doe shoes right there. Them Ron's. Girl, you still got them? Because those, how can I get a pair? Because I like them.
Those are chains.
Oh
Who did these
shoot.
shoes? Those are from Shoe Snob. I like a good boutique too. Shoe
Oh
Snob
okay.
did those shoes. They're very cute.
Oh okay. That's what's up. Yes, that was out of all the
And
shoes I
those
see you
are
in. I'm like, I want them.
Tammy Roman, but Jessica Rich. Those are Azalea Wang. Those two. That's Akira. I just
Mm-hmm.
like shoes from all over. And then sometimes I'll do designer. I just, so
Yeah. All right. If you had the chance to remake an old school classic song by an '80s female artist, who and what song would it be?
80s female, probably be a white person. It'd probably be like either Pat Benatar
Mm-hmm.
or Madonna.
Ooh,
I make
okay.
one of
Which
their songs. Pat Benatar was remember that song? What are we waiting for? We've got the right to be angry. That was my jam. Or the B-52s, but that was the 90s. The Love Shack. The Love Shack is a little. You know who was the bomb in the 90s? The Spice Girls. That was the 90s, weren't it? Or were they the
yeah,
80s?
girl, I thought I was the only one. Girl, they were the
No,
ball.
I would have did.
I'm
Tell
good.
me
That's the spot. I
what
grew
you
up on
really,
them.
really want. Yeah,
What?
I
Tell me
agree with
what you
that.
want.
Yeah,
Okay.
I
Like that's
wanna. That
I
was a
wanna,
hit.
I wanna, I wanna. That is my
Okay,
girl. That's my girl. I grew up on them. I cannot wait till they
listen,
ever
I
do a
remember that
reunion.
one. I remember that one.
No, because right, but no, I really see you. For me, I see you doing. I can see you do like Angela Wimber's song "Angel." She will be because you'll like be perfect for her. Like you'll be the
Oh, I
perfect
sang
person
that
to
in the
make that.
sixth grade. I sang that in the sixth grade.
Mm-hmm.
Here's I sang it actually on that night too in St. Louis with my godmama. That's my godmama. She is the bomb. I love Angela
Mm-hmm.
Winbush as a person, as an artist. Her voice is stupid. People compare me to her all the time. I love her. That's a big, big compliment for me. That's my godmother. So, um, yeah, that's a good one. But I'm not really interested in remaking black music if I got to choose, because that's
Mm-hmm.
I make black music. I'm already doing what they doing, because I love Anita
Mm-hmm.
Baker. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
All her songs, I know all her songs. um Shantae Moore was the bomb when she came out, so she came out in the 80s, early 90s. But I would want to remake one of these, these white people. Remember Daryl Hall and John Oates and Duran
Yep.
Duran and talking.
Yep.
Ooh, you know what I would remake? The
What?
Eurythmics. Sweet dreams are made of
Annie Lennox.
this. Ooh, Annie Lennox. That's what we made.
Yeah, Annie
Yep.
Lennox. What about Lisa Stanfield? Been around the world
Lisa
now. Yeah, I
Stansfield,
can't sing.
yes. I can't
Hey,
find
girl,
my
you know I
way. I don't
know.
know when,
I
I
don't know
don't know
where.
why.
I don't know where. Okay,
Now
we gotta
she's
get
gone
some to get back.
away, and I don't know where
No one
can
where
be.
you can be.
Yes, that was
Oh,
my
baby,
song.
girl, like, hey, you know, hey, we got something called girl. That's my
I'm
jam.
talking
What
about
you
all right
talking
to
about?
you. Come on, young girl, come through 90s. You weren't even
I'm
born when
34
that
years
came
old.
out.
I'm 34 years old, but at 87, a beautiful
Okay, you
queen by the name
kind of,
Priscilla
sort of,
Watley, Grace.
you right on
I'm
the
34.
end of the millennium. Well, I guess you are a millennial.
No, yeah, yeah. What about no Jane Child? Don't wanna fall in love,
Oh, don't want to
baby.
fall in love. Oh, love is
Baby,
a
my
good time.
like a night. Yeah,
Ooh, you
I
make the
say
night
I know,
feel good. That was my jam.
baby.
And what about
Yes,
what's old girl? Um, is she
Melissa
90s
Etheridge.
though? What about? Well, I think it's Melissa. It ain't Melissa Etheridge, but it's a black woman. How can I ease the pain? Remember
Lisa
that?
Fisher.
Yes, Lisa
Lisa
Fisher.
Fisher.
When I know you're
Girl, I'm
coming
telling.
back, how can I? Lisa Fisher could sing any of these
Remember,
heifers up under the floor. That's singing
yeah,
right now.
remember the night of the Grammys? She won that song. Her and Taylor Bell tied together, and they both won that award together that night. Yeah, see,
Yeah,
girl, look,
yes.
girl.
See, love is a battlefield. That's Pat Benatar. Love is a
Yes,
battlefield. That's my cut.
yeah. Okay, Blondie, call me. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I know my stuff. If we ever do a battle of the songs, girl, I will beat you. Like I'll be knowing
Oh, you
music. Like
might
where
you
is
beat
this
me
at?
on names, but you too young to beat me because you wasn't
Are
born
you
when some
sure?
of this
Girl,
stuff.
I got
No,
25
let me tell you
songs.
something,
Look, I
honey.
got 25.
Listen, I'm the
we
daughter
got
of Syl Johnson. Okay, that means my Rolodex go way back to the Jackie Robinson era. That's how far back
Oh,
my
you talking about
Rolodex
Little?
go in my
Yeah, no,
brain.
I got music out from all the way to Little Richard. Now I got 2,500 songs on my iTunes. I mean, we can
That's the
remember one day
Jackie
we get
Robinson.
together.
That's the era. That's
See,
lonely
Etta
picket
James.
drive. That's
That's
that's that era. I already remade all these songs. Rebirth of Soul. I
no
remade all of them.
Otis. Otis Redding sitting on the dock of the bay. Oh,
Otis Redding,
let's stop.
that's sitting on the dock of the bay, but these arms are mine. These arms are mine. Otis Redding, honey. Otis,
Let's stop.
Sam,
We'll be.
okay.
Girl,
Al Green.
oh, girl, that's church. Do. Okay, let's stop. Okay.
Uh-uh.
One
Okay.
day we can do battle other songs. Oh, I do it with you. We'll see. Because I'm telling you, you
Oh,
don't
that's
want
too
these. You don't
fun. Now
want this
that'll be
smoke.
fun.
That will be. You
Girl,
don't want
I
this
want
smoke.
all the smoke. Okay.
You don't want this smoke. What Tall Boy would tell you. Tall Boy, he look. We gonna have Tall Boy. Dude, he gonna be the one keeping score. And look, I'm gonna be like battling it out with you. You don't want these. You don't want the smoke with me. Because let me tell you, I'll give you the business. You are gonna be like, man, for that damn
In my
Priscilla.
puffy voice, beloved. In my puffy voice. I don't think so, beloved. Your arms are too short to box with God.
Hey. All right, we go. One day we gonna
You
do
would
that. You know what?
totally, you'll kill me on names though. You'll kill me on some names. I know the
I sure would.
songs,
It's
but
songs too.
you'll kill me the names because I can sing the songs.
I
You see what I'm saying?
Oh no, we not singing. No, that's not fair. That's
You
not.
see
I
what I'm
gotta sing. Now
saying?
you
That's what
can't do me like
I'm saying.
you already. You already. Oh, you go.
But see,
We go.
you
Oh,
would
now
have
you
to
already
say
trying to get
you'd
me.
have to say the song when I sing it because I wouldn't know that. I don't be knowing no names. Now, names that you
Okay,
got
I
me on.
got you. Yeah, I got you. We one day we'll come back in here. We gonna let the fans and have them interacting, and we gonna let Talbot keep scoring.
Yeah,
We gonna
that'd be
battle
too
the
fun.
music. I know,
Okay.
because I'm already claiming I'm gonna win. You don't want. I'm telling you, you don't want, girl. I'm something else behind closed doors. I'm telling
You
you.
got to believe in
Listen,
yourself. I'm not mad at you, but
thank
you
you.
got to believe in yourself. You got to believe in yourself.
Only,
Do your
I
thing.
know. Listen. Nursery rhymes are classic. And I know you know one, and I know if you sing one, you're going to take it to another level. If a commercial
Uh-oh.
comes up to you and wants you to do a jingle for a nursery rhyme, which one would you pick, and how would you put that Syleena Johnson spin on it?
Oh my God. I would have to know what the commercial is about. Oh, I was too cute there. Yes, girl.
I know you,
Um,
girl.
I,
I know. I got you,
I
boo. I got you.
okay. Yes, pictures. Um,
Yes,
I don't know.
I
I
picked
would
them
have
all
to
out.
do. What is
Let's go
what is
with
the
which
commercial
nursing
about?
rhyme would you pick? Which nursery rhyme? Just which nursery rhyme? Which one comes to mind? Which one would you sing? Take it, make it that like Syleena Johnson spin. Give it the spin. What about
Mary
Mary
had
Had
a
a Little?
little, or
There we
Twinkle
go.
Twinkle
Boom.
Little Star.
Do Mary Had do Twinkle Twinkle Little? How would you sing it? How would you put that? Take it. Put that
Uh,
Syleena Johnson R&B
the
vocals on
spin
it.
on
How would you
put
do it?
the spin on. Twinkle twinkle little star, how
Mm-hmm.
I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high,
Mm-hmm.
like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are.
All right, hey, that's what I'm talking about. Yes, yes. See, I like the way you did that. See, look, if someone comes to you and as you do a nursing rhyme, you're gonna be like, you know what? Dang, Priscilla really did get me to do that. Like she was so, I was like, hey, I'm letting you know now. I got you. I got you. If
So now
look, listen,
you didn't put in my mind what nursery rhyme I was saying. Now you responsible for
yeah,
my
I did.
nursery rhyme.
Yeah. Like I did Glenn the same way. He did Mary Had a Little Lamb. So I just like I gotta get her to do something else. When you said Mary, I'm like, no, Glenn
Okay,
did Mary, so I'm gonna have you do
that's
Twinkle
on Mary.
Twinkle. Let's teach.
Had a little where the
If
money
so,
resides. If I had to do Mary Had a Little Lamb, it'd be like, oh boy, they got out the car. Where the money resides, where the money resides, where the money resides, where the money resides.
right? Okay, you done plays, movies. Now, someone wants to come up to you and they wanted to do Syleena Johnson, do a movie on you. What would be the name of the movie and what would the story? How would you want your story told?
I'll use an opportunity to promote the movie I already have. It's
Yeah,
called Couples Therapy.
there you go.
It would be called Couples Therapy, which was based on Chapter 6, Couples Therapy. It just played the other night on Aspire, and I was the lead in the
Okay.
movie because the album was about actually when me and my husband went into couples therapy. So
Mm-hmm.
technically speaking, we didn't go through this whole story. We embellished the story. I didn't have my therapist didn't get pregnant and all of that. But so that will be, about the closest thing to it. Because my life too long.
Mm-hmm. So what would you want? Okay, so what would you want the title to be? You want it to be called "Guess What: The Syleena Johnson Story"? How would you want the title?
It'd be
What do you
called
want the
couples
title to say?
therapy.
Oh, couples
It'd be
therapy.
couples therapy. So you just mean just
Okay.
just any story, just I mean like of just my whole life.
Yeah, yeah. Put
I
all
would
you
have to
bring it
say
all
woman.
together.
I would say woman. So
Okay.
the woman album is more synonymous to the many years of, my longevity. So I would just say woman.
Mm-hmm.
That would be the name of the movie.
Okay. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. What's the next chapter for Syleena Johnson, and what would you want your legacy to be?
Oh man, I don't know, Priscilla. Um, girl. I have to honestly, how you might ask an artist that and they'd be like, well, what I'm going to do next is this, that, and the third. I don't know. I do have a documentary. I'm right now I've been doing a lot of television. So I do have producing and things of that
Mm-hmm.
nature. I filmed the entire process of me losing the weight to be a fitness competitor. And it's called From One
Right.
Stage to the Next. And so that is being edited right now, and that will be aired on a said network that I can't say right now.
Mm-hmm.
Because we're still in negotiation. We're not in negotiations. It's been picked up, but we're still doing paperwork. But that will be out in November. So I'm doing that and training, and I'm probably going to record again, but I'm not really sure what I'm going to talk about this album. I'm not really sure what's going to come after that. So, but good things, hopefully. All blessed.
All right, that's what's up. What about your legacy?
Okay.
What about your legacy?
Um, my legacy, what I leave behind in this world, shoot, quality music
Mm-hmm.
that my kids and kids and kids can eat off, for many, many years. I want to be able to
Mm-hmm.
leave quality music behind, which I feel like I've already done so far. So not just quality music, but just I want my legacy and name to be associated with service and making an impact in my community, and making an impact with Black women. I feel like my
Mm-hmm.
calling in life has something to do with us. I'm still trying to figure out what exactly that is, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure it has something to do with us. I speak Black girl, okay, not just because I am one, but I
Right.
understand us outside of self. Just because you're a Black woman
Right.
don't mean you understand other Black women. You know what I'm saying? But I do, and
Mm-hmm.
I think that my service is going to come in some form of helping to push and promote us, because I don't. For one, just in general, I don't feel like there's enough out there for us specifically.
Mm-hmm.
And two, I just feel like that is what I was created for. I think that's my calling, and I'm just trying to figure out exactly what that's going to look like. But it might be many, many facets. But I think
Mm-hmm.
the target for me is Black women.
Okay. All right. That's what
Even
I'm
though
talking
we
about.
get on
But
my, y'all get on my nerve, we get on my nerve, but because I got to include myself. But that's just the thing. No one, I don't think that society and the world helps to facilitate, listens to. Um, they don't support, they don't nurture the Black woman. We're the ones
Mhm.
supporting, nurturing, doing all of all of that for everybody else. Who does it for us? And I guess it's gonna have to start with us doing it for us. You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
that's what I got. That's all I got.
All right now. Topo, you ready? Okay, we're done with the questions. Let's hurry and do this game real quick and we gonna get up out of here. Topo, you ready to do the
Did
timer?
anybody ever tell you you look like Meg the Stallion?
No, no, nope,
You
no,
look just like a
no.
girl. You look
Girl, it
just
could be
like
all
her.
this. This all girl, you see all this makeup I have on and everything like that,
Whatever it is, it's
girl.
her girl. Look just like her.
Thank thank you. I just want to give a shout out
That's
to
compliment.
Mary
She's
Davis
very
doing my
pretty. Very dope. Yeah.
thank you. Yeah. I just want to say give a shout out to my makeup artist, Chanel Effect, hairstylist Mary Davis, to my girl does my
Oh,
nails, Michelle Evie
They
Gilchrist.
snapped.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
snapped on your
girl,
head.
they
Your eyes are cold. Your eye, whoever did them eyes,
thank you.
the lids. I've been
Mm-hmm.
looking at them. What's these little things in the side? The little white part. Yeah, see that liner she did. What is that? Is that glitter? Oh, she snapped.
Yeah, rhinestone.
Look at that, Rob.
Yeah, rhinestones.
That's too sharp.
Yeah,
Look what
that's
she did. Did she
Chanel
line
Effect.
it? She left it on the white. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
she did that.
Chanel Effect. She
Mm-hmm.
did that. Yeah, the Chanel Effect.
She sure.
So, yeah, y'all know she always gets me right together. They all of them, from my hair to makeup to nails. So if you ever come to Kansas City, you gotta let me know. I have
I'm gonna call
hair and
your people,
makeup
girl. They
artists.
got it going on. Mm-hmm.
Thank you. I definitely they're watching. I think so. Yeah, I definitely will. Would you let me know when you come here? But wait a minute. When's the last time were you here in Kansas City, or have you been here?
Girl, never. I ain't been there so long. It don't
Oh
make no sense.
wow,
I've
girl.
not been there.
When you gotta. Well,
They
if
got to
you
call
come, you
me.
gotta get some.
I guess
I
they
gotta
had to
get
call
somebody
me.
up on that. Yeah, like
Yes.
because you gotta come here. If you do, we got the Gates barbecue. You gotta get some barbecue because you can't leave Kansas City without getting some barbecue. That's like the main thing here.
Well, hey, I like food, so let's do it.
Hey, have they asked you? Have they reached out to you to do pass the mic yet, or they haven't called you? Have you done it? Have you been asked about
What's
doing it?
past
Because
the mic?
you need.
What's past the mic? Look at that. I'm child. I'll be so out of touch somewhere.
Mhm. Oh,
What's
okay.
past?
So what about pass the mic with DJ Cassidy? They bring all the artists together and they basically sing their song. They sing over their songs. He's playing them in the video like you are now, and he'll be like, "Hey Syleena, hey DJ Cassidy," and you'll be like,
Oh,
"Guess
I've
who? Do
seen
your
that.
famous
Oh
song?
yeah,
Guess
that's
what?
fun.
Yeah,
Okay, I've seen
yeah,
that. Yeah, they gotta call me, and then
really."
the people got to call me. They have
But
not
you
called
know
me.
what? Really, but you know what I want to see you in do? I think this would be a good idea. What's that called? Verse battle. You should do a verse battle with you,
Versus.
Jill
Oh
Scott.
yeah, that's fun.
Yeah, verses. But bring
Jill
everybody
already
together.
did
Bring
it.
all the
Jill did it with Erica Badu. It was real good.
right. But I'm telling bring a gang when don't bring like you and someone to bring multiple people. So I can see you, Angie Stone, Kiki Watt. Bring somebody Faith Evans and bring you all together. You know what I'm saying? Get multiple
They
ladies.
need to
And
do
there you
Faith
go.
and Mary. I'll be there for Faith and Mary. That's what we need to do versus Faith Evans
That's what
and
I'm
Mary
saying.
J. Blige.
Jay
They be
Blige.
they.
Yes, girl. Was you
Mm-hmm.
watching last Tuesday with what's that name? Fat Joe and Ja Rule?
Uh-huh. Ja Rule be
That
turning up.
was I know,
He got
right?
a
That was funny.
yeah, had a lot of
Yes,
hit records.
yes.
It's tough to be.
Yes. Tom, are you ready to do these questions so we can get her? She's ready. We got 10 easy questions, 60 questions. Okay, here we go. Favorite ice cream.
Chocolate. No, that's
Favorite
wrong.
dish.
Cookies and cream. Favorite
Me
dish,
too. Favorite
pizza.
dish. Me too. Favorite
Pizza.
movie. What? Favorite
The
movie.
Rocky.
Me too. Favorite comedian.
Oh, Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy.
Me too. Favorite love song. We got way too much in common.
Favorite love song?
Favorite love song.
Love is stronger than pride. Sade. That's easy.
Favorite color.
Red.
Favorite color. Sunrise or sunset.
Sunset.
Chicken or ribs.
Chicken.
Grits with sugar. Grits with sugar or grits with salt.
Sugar and butter from Chicago.
Name an artist in a group you think should come on Old School Tuesday Turnup.
In a group?
Name an artist in one group to come on you think should come on Old School Tuesday Turnup.
Oh, artist Kenny Lattimore. Group
Okay.
Silk.
Dope. Ow. Let me ask you. We're done. Let me ask you one last question. When you think of Old School Tuesday Turnup, what do you think of?
Old school music.
Yeah. I just hey, hey, listen. Let me ask you
Old
last
school
question.
dancing.
Old school music, old school dancing. Okay, do you what advice would you give young people like myself for the new generation who come up, even if they're not music, anything they're doing? Because if you notice, a lot of people my age, we're doing more going business for ourselves. What advice would you give like someone like me or people who wants starting a business or anything that they're doing? What advice would you give young people today?
I would say to keep doing what you're doing, you know, because I think that when we were you guys, well, you're not that much younger than me, but I'd say like for the 20s, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
The 20-year-olds that are out here. Because I met a girl in the T-Mobile store, 20 some years old. She had her own hair business over here and this over here. I say keep doing that. Be vigilant about um, creating multiple revenue streams and try to become financially literate very early on. That's not something that African Americans really were afforded, you know, back in the
Mm-hmm.
day. So this now is the time to change those patterns that were set in place by slavery and oppression and civil, during the civil rights movement. So we have to be able to change our own narrative by figuring out how to increase our money and our wealth. And I would also say, and I know this is, well, no, this is along the lines, be vigilant about your health and wellness. This younger generation is not as, you know, vigilant about their health and wellness. And I mean, like, just because weed is just because it's legal, don't mean you got to smoke it
Mm-hmm.
every single day. Okay.
Right.
Just because hookahs is in the club, don't mean you got to smoke them all the time, every single day. And if you're going to
Right.
do that, work out, take vitamins, get sleep and rest early. These girls on the internet and guys on the internet that's got muscles already, they worked for that. That's not a fashion statement, okay? They work for that.
Mm-hmm.
So take care of your bodies, drink plenty of water, get lots of rest, take vitamins to sustain your health and life financially, physically, and mentally. And don't be afraid to see a psychiatrist. Don't be afraid to take care of your mental health as well, because what we're enduring in this world right now can be depressing. And so we have to make sure that our young people are also taken care of mentally, emotionally, and financially, as well as us. So I would say all those things, because didn't nobody tell us nothing like that when we was younger.
Right. I like that. Where can your fans find you? I know you got Cocktails and Queens, Music Mondays, but where can they find you on social media?
They can find me down to the Google. But if that doesn't work, they can, because you can put Syleena Johnson in and turn up. But
Right.
you can go to, Instagram is Syleena Johnson. My website is SyleenaMusic.com. My health and wellness website is SheleneFitness.com. Or is it Sheleen Lifestyle? SheleneLife.com. And then Twitter is Syleena_Johnson. My Facebook page is Syleena Johnson Official. But if it has a blue check mark, that's me. There are a lot of
That's
pages,
right.
but my page is going to have a blue check mark. So those are the
Yes.
ones that you follow, and you can see all the stuff that I'm doing.
All right. And I'm already following you, but I don't know if you're following me, but I'm on Instagram, Miss underscore
I
Watley
think I
19. But
probably am. Let me go see.
no, you go
Hold
to
on.
watch. You got MISS underscore WATLEY 19. Yeah, that's me right there. Miss
Hold on.
Watley
I'm about
underscore
to
19.
go. Am I following? Let me see.
No, I don't think you're following me. It's
MISS.
MISS underscore
Uh-huh.
WATLEY 19. There you. It's gonna let me know I don't get a notification. Miss underscore Watley 19.
See, let me tell you something about Instagram. It's been a fool because I be pushing follow.
Uh huh.
I'll go back to the
Oh.
people and it didn't
Uh
follow
huh.
it.
Oh, I know what happened. I noticed yesterday, you had 70, you're following 7,500 people, and that's the limit. So you're going to have to reduce that down. That's what I had to do. I had to start unfollowing people. Yeah. They
Oh,
only give
that's
you a
what be
limit.
happening.
Yes, sweetheart. Yes, girl. See, I just helped you out.
Oh, they doing too
Right?
much. They
So
doing too
delete,
many.
I know. So remove
Okay, well
one
I gotta
person,
go
just
and
add me
follow.
in. One
I gotta go
person,
and
just add
follow.
me right on here. Okay. So
I gotta,
listen, before you go, wait. Everyone, thank you for watching. Thank you for watching episode 20 with Syleena Johnson. Syleena, thank you for being here and giving us your time. And Robin's over there. Thank you, Robin, for having her here. But thank you all for
there go
being
Rob
here.
over there
You
that
guys,
wanna show.
say hey, Robin.
Hey.
All right. And thank you all for being here for episode 20. Until next time, wait, Tall Boy, take us out. Selena, you ready to dance? Did you hear the theme song in the beginning? You want to rock out real quick? Let's rock out.
Okay, fine. I like dancing.
It's okay, come on, Tall Boy, hit the music. Let's go. Let's roll. You guys enjoy the rest of your week. We out of here.
Bye everybody.
Wait. I'm gonna talk to you right after for like 2 minutes. Let's go. Come on, Tall Boy. Hey.
They sample Prince, I wanna be your lover.
That we did. You know how to two-step?
Chicago.
Oh, I'm from Kansas. We Kansas two-stepping down here.
We kicked off step.
It's like that. Oh, okay. So now I gotta two-step between two-step. I gotta beat you in music. You know how to play cards? You know how to play spades?
Girl, you gotta die and come back to life.
See. Okay. I see how it is, girl. You don't. What I say earlier. You don't want this slow.
It's too much challenging.
No, I got you. It's too much slow. Hold on, we about to talk to you real quick. Like, it's too much